Hello everyone, what's going on here? I think another video. Kind of gonna be a short one today because I've already re-recorded this video a couple times now. I had the website all meshed up and stuff. There we go, fix that. I actually had this misframed the whole time while I was recording, and yeah, it looked weird. So here we are again, doing this again for the third time. But anyways, we're getting it down. We're getting it down. Um, but welcome to the next level, the next evolution in combat sports. Redefining combat sports, as they say. The future of fighting begins here. And of course, the future, that being Tyrone Woodley, um, being the cover for them right here. Also, what a horrible crop they got of him, making him look very, very weird here. Oh, Jesus. Scary. Oh my god, you just drag your mouse over and it just explodes with sound. Um, so apparently there's going to be 6 teams. Oh, Jesus, what the hell? Didn't mean to click that. We'll get to that in a second. Anyways, 6 teams. As you can see from this little animation here. London, Dubai, Sao Paulo, Miami, Los Angeles, and New York. Got some interesting choices here. Our managers and coaches. Not saying like, these are bad choices, but like I don't know why Wanderlei is in Los Angeles when he should. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Very interesting. Whatever. Um, Still don't have a New York manager. Hey, if you need a guy I can put on a New York accent, I'll manage some guys for you. Okay, I'll manage them. Me and Ray Longo we get along real nice. Okay, that's not New York at all. I don't even know what the hell that was. Anyways, how the GFL works, of course. Got your regular season, got your semifinals and your finals, and then you got the GFL champion. It starts April 2025 with team versus team matchups. So very interesting there. Every fight counts. And of course, they're doing a stupid point scoring system for whatever reason. 4 points for a finish win, 3 points for a decision win, 2 points for a draw, 1 point decision loss, 0 points finish loss. So if you get finished, um, that's really not good. And if you get a finish, that's really, really good. So they really want you to finish, obviously. I'm assuming they're allowing elbows, unlike the PFL did for a long time. Here's their little athlete benefits that they're going to be doing here. 50/50 revenue share, comprehensive support, retirement benefits, insurance coverage, global exposure, and athlete centric model. So, they have all of the MMA fans' demands, of course, here. All their worries about the fighters are going to be completely covered. Supposedly. We don't even really know yet, to be honest, because we haven't seen one show. So, yeah. Anyways, these are the men leading the charge. We got Darren Owen looking very smug over here, with his little ginger goatee, bald head. Looks like he gets things done. A very low quality photo of Aaron Parami. He's got 26 years experience in business transformation, event management, solution architecture, engineering, and SaaS with global delivery for large enterprises and build innovative products. Awesome. Good old Scott Parker. Look at him. He's very happy. Um, Anyways, what you have all probably seen now, and the biggest news that you've seen is the AI videos that they've done of these poor guys and just made complete like this is not what people want to see, man. What is what is what is his face, man? Is this AI? Like, come on, man. What is that look like, bro? Yes, it's AI, of course. Poor Tony Ferguson. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Such a sad way to leave UFC. Yes, indeed. Undefeated in the GFL. That is true. Tony Ferguson could retire undefeated if he goes to the GFL. My question is, what are these like little like Iron Man power light things that they decided to go with? It's very interesting. Yoel Romero, of course. Wait, why is he so yellow? Oh, oh God, he looks like he was dipped in gold or something. It's so weird. Oh my goodness, bro. Right favorite again with the horrible crops, man. That one's not too. That one's not too shabby. Chris Weidman, of course, coming out of retirement to fight again for some reason. Okay, that one just looks yeah, and of course, bro just retired. Like yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Like, just say you don't want to fight in the UFC anymore. That's all you have to do. Just be like, I can't, I'm not, I cannot fight in the UFC. I'm not there anymore. This entire thing doesn't feel real. It's so real. It's like, yeah. Now he has a little power up thing, but it's on his shoulder here. His eye, they messed up the eyes a little bit. That one, they could have touched up his eyes. Yeah, this like again, what is the deal with this? Mayhem Miller AI FTW. Brother, why are you not in GFL? Who's this man? I forgot about this guy. Next heavyweight champ. Yeah, it's definitely looks like GFL heavyweight champ material. Benson Henderson, of course. Ugh. Yeah, they got a bad one for him. That one's not too bad. I'm just going through AI horrible videos because they just look so bad. I hope this doesn't get copyright strike because of how bad these are. Like they're like, no, don't look at them. Anyways, they got some somewhat newer fighters here. Some very interesting characters they have here. As you can see, that I think they said 120 people. That is an unironic. I thought this was fake for a second. That would actually, honestly, have him. Yes, have Tyron Woodley fight Dylan Dennis. I'd like to see that. El Jefe. Like, come on now. Yeah, apparently all these guys are going to be getting 50% of. Did they forget to? I was about to say, did they forget to crop out the UFC? Yeah, a couple of these former UFC people you can spot out instantly because of the Venom gear, which is pretty funny. Thiago Santos. I wanted to see their one post with yes, here it is now. Okay. So as you can see here, we have our New York team roster. Very stacked here. Chris Weidman just retired. Why would they draft Dylan Dennis? Honestly, they might go more than 5 events. Like these some of these matchups like people will want to watch, especially like if they do anyone with Dylan Dennis, people will end up watching. Chris Weidman will bring some eyes. Your Jeremy Stevens will bring some eyes. Yoel Romero will bring some eyes. This guy, that guy will bring some eyes. I can tell you what. I mean that girl. Whoops. Um, Luke Rockhold will bring some eyes. Jarek Brunson will bring some eyes. So I mean, like overall, I can't hate that much because they do have some. They'll have some matchups I'll watch. But so far with the AI, sloppy presentation is something MMA fans notice, especially the commenters. If you haven't seen on YouTube other people talking about this, it's a big topic right now, especially since they recently posted all these AI videos and stuff, and just their matchups. I mean, just not their matchups, just the fighters that they've signed recently. I mean, Chris Weidman, Tony Ferguson, they need to be done. I'm sorry. Holly Holm too. Holly Holm needs to be done. A lot of these fighters just need to be out of the sport right now. They shouldn't be taking any more damage. So looking after the health and wellness is something that you can't really say you're doing, especially if you're having them take more punches to the head, possibly knees, possibly getting elbowed. I mean, they're going to give you 4 points if you get a finish. So, I mean, guys are going to try to get finishes, I'm assuming. I don't know. Anyways, pretty good amount of recording there. I think overall, I'll see what they end up doing for their first event. What the matchups end up doing. A lot of these matchups might not even end up happening. Of the ones I'm thinking that they can end up doing. Just because fights fall out all the time, and I don't know how they're going to be able to deal with stuff like that, especially with a lot of older fighters that are going to have injuries and other stuff like that. There's going to be some fighters like Luke Rockhold. If you do not pay him well, he will let you know, and he will let everyone else know that he is not being paid well. Same thing with a couple of other fighters. Who else would be pretty verbal if they weren't getting paid well? I think Tony Ferguson would definitely say something. He will definitely be like, "Hey man, this ain't no UFC," type stuff. I think if anyone's gonna bring the most eyes, it's gonna end up being Tony Ferguson, just because people don't want to see Tony Ferguson fight again. I don't want it. I think I don't want to see him lose again, and that's what's most likely gonna happen. And a lot of these fighters too. We don't want to see him lose again. I don't want to see Chris Weidman knocked out cold, or Uriah Faber knocked out cold, or Gustafsson taking more heavy blows than what he needs to take. And if they're gonna match him up against other old fighters against old fighters, well, what are we doing here? They're not. You're not gonna compete with the UFC as far as younger, newer talent coming up. If you're gonna have all these old guys fighting each other, that's all people are gonna want to watch, and then you're gonna have those guys be champions. I mean, come on now. I don't think so. I think we're kidding ourselves. Yeah, not looking forward to some of the matchups that they could be potentially making with some of these older dudes if they match them up against up and comers, or if they match them up against older people. Either way, a lot of negatives. Hard to think of a lot of pros for this GFL. Sure, the fighter compensation is pretty good, but I mean, I think they were taking it care of pretty well with the UFC to begin with, if I'm going to be completely honest. UFC is I feel like the people who have made a lot of money in the UFC have stuck with the UFC and decided to stay loyal, and they still get a lot of opportunities, commercial, opportunities, possible networking opportunities, just a lot of other things you get from the UFC when you get to stick and retire with them. Now these guys like Chris Weidman are coming out of retirement, and yeah, you're just gonna sully your career even more, because this does, I believe, go with your pro career, if I'm not mistaken, unless these are somehow exhibition matches somehow, if they're able to do that. But if these are counting towards your career, guys, you're ruining your MMA career for no reason. You're adding losses onto it that don't need to be added on. You're taking damage that you don't need to take anymore. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching, and yeah, we'll see what this GFL thing ends up going towards doing in the future. So, see ya. Have a good day.